One of the perks in New Vegas is called Pyromaniac. It gives you bonus damage when using fire-based weapons. I was watching Loop's video, Can You Beat Fallout 3 with the Shish Kebab? And it gave me an idea. Can you beat Fallout New Vegas as a Pyromaniac? The rules are obvious. I can only damage enemies with fire or fire-infused weapons. This includes the Flamer, Shish Kebab, etc. Now, into the challenge. I named my character Pyrojack. Comment below if you get the reference. I went with a pretty average special build with notably 7 strength. Some of the heavier weapons have pretty hefty strength requirements. Tag skills I chose Repair, Energy Weapons, and Barter. Things like the Flamer are under Energy Weapons because the Big Gun skill was removed. For traits I chose Skilled, Normal, and Hot-Blooded because it's thematic. After looting the Doc's house, I went straight to Chet. I bought a shovel because the wiki said an incinerator can spawn in a grave near the Yangtze Memorial. Of course it wasn't there, so I'm gonna have to walk all the way to the Silver Rush. I took the Black Mountain shortcut. The word shortcut is doing a lot of heavy lifting there because I still had to do a ton of walking. Don't worry guys, I'm not doing anything with this flamer.
We're watching you closely.
You're doing a great job. They only had 48 flamer fuel for me to steal, and didn't actually have any for sale. I went to Prim, but realized I wouldn't have enough fuel to take out the convicts. I checked multiple vendors, but no one had any. The gunrunners had something special for me. 12 gauge Dragon's Breath. But to use it, we need to actually get a shotgun. Luckily, Ralph always carries a sawed-off, so I can take him out with the flamer, grab it up, switch ammo types, and put Mick down with it. The downside is that this makes us vilified in Freeside, like anyone cares about this slum. Now that we've got a bit of ammo, we can clear out the Bison Steve. Convict Leader has an incinerator which is weaker than the flamer, but actually has some range. The flamer is really unrealistic. It only burns stuff if it's 2 feet in front of you. In real life, flamethrowers propel a stream of burning fuel that sticks to stuff. Really nasty when you think about it. There's a reason using them against personnel is restricted by international law. I went back to Good Springs to take over the town with the Powder Gangers and headed to their base. Myers there says he'll take over Prim if we get him a pardon from the NCR. Before going back to the outpost, I go to the Gunrunners to pick up another weapon, the Tech 9. Well, it's kind of a Tech 9. They carry 9mm incendiary rounds, so we can use those. There's also 5.56 incendiary rounds, so I buy an F2000 to shoot them with. At the outpost, I bribe Knight for the pardon and finish my kind of town, and also the other easy quests there. I got an M2 flamethrower that does more damage than the flamer, but doesn't do damage over time. I was minding my own business at the wrecked highwayman, and a recolored Cazador sneak attacked me. I shrieked. I then bought a Beretta target pistol and a bunch of incendiary 22 ammo. Not that it lasts very long. The incendiary rounds are pretty helpful because they light up the target and make them easier to see. I realized that 20 gauge also has Dragon's Breath, so I bought a bolt action shotgun to use it with. It's actually better than the sawed-off, surprisingly. In my never-ending quest for more ammo, I head up to Jacobstown to get a 308 pistol. It's like that gun, but bigger. Now that I have some ammo, I free the NCR hostages and clear out the cons of Boulder City. I've been skipping over Come Fly With Me recently, so I decided to go do it now. Inside Repcon, I leveled up to 10 and got Ant's Stayback, which drastically upgrades our shotgun. I fought a Ghoul Tyrant in there, and every single shot with the sawed-off ragdolled him. Jason Bright wants the Nightkin in the basement gone, and instead of killing them, I decide to kill Harland. Then I can take the Stealth Boy note to Davison and get them to leave. Chris needs 2 things to get the rocket up and running. Luckily, I already have the isotope stuff because I got it from Mick and Ralph's when I was liberating all their goods.
Hi there.
The second thing is thrusters, which are easily purchased from Old Lady Gibson. We send them off, and it's on to the next thing. I'm gonna side with the NCR this time, so I figure I'll do some of their side quests. I start restoring hope, and we have to find some lost supplies. A weird Terminator thing is blocking my way. I gotta mess with the innie. I killed him with the 308 pistol and got the supplies. After healing some injured troopers, we can attack Nelson, but first I'm gonna do Return to Sender. The more quests you do for Forlorn Hope, the more troopers you get for the battle. It's cool to get to do some actual courier work. After sneaking past some Cazadors, we delivered the last code and have to talk to Chief Hanlon. He's been sabotaging the comms, and instead of facing justice, he killed himself like a coward. Now for something a little less dark. We assault Nelson, and all our trooper allies get slaughtered. But hey, at least we saved the crucified ones. That quest is done and dusted with, so we're going to the strip. I killed the chairman and took the chip, but I'm not going to take it back to Mr. House. You don't have to do that if you're doing an NCR playthrough. I don't think you even have to get the chip for the NCR. I talked to Crocker, and instead of finding him fairies, he wants us to get the boomers on our side. I go to them and kill their leaders instead. Sorry, Crocker. I just don't know why they don't like me. He also wants us to assassinate Pacer of the Kings, because he's causing the NCR trouble. He said to use an energy weapon so they can blame it on the Van Graffs. Flamethrowers are apparently energy weapons, so I torched him. But then I got back to Crocker, and he said I didn't. Maybe because it's a mod weapon? Oh well, I don't really care. He sends us off to Colonel Moore, who wants us to wipe out the Great Khans. This time, I'm gonna do their quest though. I steal Carl's journal and give it to Papa, and they kill him. Then I ask Diane if there's anything I can do for them, but since I killed the Khans at Boulder City, she says she doesn't trust me enough. There's still a marker on Anders, so I go there and free him, and then she acts like I've started her quest. Now I've got to talk to Melissa, who's in Quarry Junction. I play Pokemon, so I know Fire is strong against Bug type, but I should have remembered the Cazador's Poison Sting attack is super effective against me because I'm a fairy. I snuck past the Deathclaws with the Stealth Boy, and told Melissa the Legion follow the Andrew Tate school of thought when it comes to women. Before Papa will break the alliance with Caesar, he wants a history lesson about some other long-dead empire that he can LARP as. We have to go to talk to this nerd who studies Great Khan culture. He said they were originally based on the Mongol Empire. Shocking, I know. He gave us a book to take back to Papa, and we set him up to re-establish their greatness. Yeah, the Mongol Empire was a force for good, so we're doing the right thing, right? Marriages are next, it goes like normal. But upon leaving, we get attacked by a Great Khan hit squad. Oh yeah, I'm so glad I helped them. One of them had an SVD that I'll replace my 308 pistol with. We go back to Mommy Moore, and she wants us to kill Mr. House. I tried to use the mod to make a truce with him, but it wasn't working for some reason. I saw there's another one, so I'll try that one sometime. But for now, I just torch Mr. House and move on. Now it's on to the Brotherhood, and I decide to assault them head on this time. I got an AK-50 to use Incendiary 50 BMG with, and it proved very helpful. The SVD too. I had to pump up on combat drugs though because it was still difficult. I killed all the important people and set the bunker to explode. I avoided the turrets because I don't have the ammo to deal with their ridiculous HP stats. When we get back to Hoover Dam, we save the president and stock up on ammo with Quartermaster Barton. I never use him because I always get lost in Hoover Dam trying to find him, but this time I did because I really need incendiary ammo. He has a good deal of 50 BMG, so that should do nicely. The Legion are now attacking the dam, so it's time for the final battle. In the interior of the dam, the SVD managed to reduce the Legion's forces into a pile on the floor. I had to take cover and heal up a couple times, but it largely went smoothly. Going topside, the SVD continued to handily take out the Legion. I was able to use it accurately at medium ranges despite not having a scope mounted to it. I ran out of 7.62 ammo when I got to the end of the dam, and switched to the suppressed Tech 9. It did surprisingly well. I was able to take out the pre-legate Praetorian guards with it. I understand why gangsters like this gun. The magazine feels bottomless. The Tech 9 has a strange history. It was originally developed by a company in Sweden to be a submachine gun. Its sight profile makes that apparent. The company couldn't find a government buyer, so they decided to make it semi-auto only and sell it on the US civilian market. It was one of many weapons specifically targeted by the assault weapons ban of 1994. When I got to the legate, I simply gunned him down with the AK-50. Turns out it doesn't matter how big a sword you have, machine gun always wins. I mopped up the Praetorians and Oliver arrived, the explosion throwing one of them into the air. With that, I beat Fallout New Vegas as a Pyromaniac. Check out Loop's channel. I like his videos. Link in the description. If you have any suggestions for challenges, please leave them in the comments. I'd love to read them. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.